This is the experience that I had when my deceased parents visited me. When this event happened, my mother had passed away 6 months ago and my father a few years ago. It was a Sunday between 2 or 3 a.m., close to 3 a.m. I go to bed late on the weekend sometimes. I was getting ready to go to bed. I was already wearing my pajamas. Everything was quiet. There was nothing that would get my attention. So I was getting ready for bed after taking a warm shower, and I was very relaxed. Then I was in bed already. I had closed my eyes. At this point, everything was still quiet, nothing that would disturb my sleep yet. But all of a sudden, not even 1 minute after closing my eyes, I was still awake. Something caught my attention because I heard some noises or some voices coming from the living room where I live. I was by myself that night. No one else was there with me. I knew that that was not normal. I recognized those voices. They were my parents' voices. Then I told myself, what's going on? I got scared, very, very scared. I couldn't believe it. How come my parents come to visit me if they are already dead? Of course, this is something, to get afraid of. After that, I then grabbed my blanket and I covered my entire body with it. I didn't want to hear, I didn't want to know what was happening there. The voices and talking were getting louder and longer. They were taking too much time, talking, but I couldn't understand what they were saying. They took between 3 or 5 minutes, and I had to put up with that. I got extremely scared. I don't deny it because they were the voices of my deceased parents. But suddenly I heard no more voices. But I didn't want to look back to see what was going on around me. I only opened my eyes. The door of my bedroom that leads to the corridor in the living room was open. But suddenly I bowed my head to see if my parents were not there anymore. But I got such a big surprise when I saw a silhouette the size of a tall male. Then I screamed all loud. I said, "No!" I got really scared that I started praying, "Our Father who art in heaven, take away this entity that is here, and I hope it doesn't hurt me." That it doesn't hurt me. I was crossing my fingers. I was making crosses that nothing would hurt me, neither that silhouette entity. I was still praying, "Please, my Lord, take away whatever is here that I am experiencing right now." After that, I uncovered myself from the sheets to find out if the silhouette was already gone. But surprisingly, the silhouette was even much, much closer to me, and it was right there. This thing was giving me the right hand, like it was extending the right hand to me. It was like it was giving me confidence. Then I said, "Dad, is that you?" I couldn't see him, but I knew that that silhouette was my father. Then when he gave me enough confidence, I also was able to give him my right hand. We both were holding each other's right hand. There I was, no longer afraid. I felt more confidence that it was my dad who was visiting me that night. I knew he was already dead, but I don't know why I felt that I could trust him. I didn't feel scared anymore. All of that was gone. The only thing I wanted was to feel my father's presence and his love. When I knew that that was my father and that he was there with me, I was able to see him, and I wanted to sit more comfortable. I asked him, "Is everything okay?" And then he answered me, "No, daughter, Not everything is okay. We don't know where we are. I was able to see him sad, like asking for help. He was asking me for help, and then I said to myself, my dad said we don't know where we are. The meaning of that is that they are both together and that they are maybe lost somewhere. In a blink of an eye, my hand was empty. My dad was no longer there, but I said to myself, I will do something to help them find the light. There will be a second part of this.